Okay, we're live. Hi guys, Robin here from Your Healthiest You, and this is my daughter Navy. She's 16 months old. Yeah, on June 20th you turned 16 months. You're the baby, the day. She calls babies days. I'm the mama, and this is just an opportunity to do a live Q&A on all things baby and toddler. So ask away, you guys. Thank you. What's Navy eating? First question. So Navy, excuse me, thank you for sharing. I'm good, my love. I'm good, thank you. Navy is sharing. Is eating a Siete Foods tortilla that I made with some coconut oil, and I put some cheese in it. So she's having a little mini kids quesadilla. Thank you, my love, I'm good. Thank you so much. Oh, you're such a good sharer. That's for Navy. That's for you. That's for you. I'm good. I'm full. I'm full. I had my lunch. Is that delicious? So I try and feed her as much as the way that we eat, but I kidify it a lot. There's some things that she likes and eats a ton of, and some things that she doesn't. So, for example, she likes quinoa. She likes rice. She likes bread products. I try and do a gluten-free item when possible, but I don't get the junky gluten-free stuff. I'd rather give her a good quality whole grain bread than a gluten-free packaged bread that has a lot of different weird ingredients in it. So, yeah. Are you rubbing your quesadilla on your pants? All right, that happens. Another question. Okay, so traveling with toddlers. I wrote a blog post about it. We're going to link it below. Hi, Lori. So we're going to link that blog post below because I've done a lot of flying with Navy. She's been on 22 flights since she really wants me to eat this quesadilla. Navy, I'm good. I'm good. No one likes to see Mama chew on camera, especially because we chew so much. I know. We do a lot of chewing in this house. New brow shape. Yeah, they're a little fuller, my brows. Thanks for noticing. So we've been on 22 flights. The biggest thing I can tell you about flying is just have fun with it. For them, they don't know really that they're on a plane or something's different. They know something's different, but it's a regular day for them. They don't carry that stress of travel. So we get stressed about packing, getting to the airport. They don't have that. And I think most kids are freaked out about travel because we're freaked out about all the travel things. So if we can prepare as much as we possibly can in advance, be as calm as we can about the travel, and treat it like it's another fun day in their lives, because to them it is, then it becomes a fun day. We do new activities. They get to see new things. You want sauerkraut? Are you asking for sauerkraut? She's asking for sauerkraut. Oh, my God. So here's the Traveling with Toddlers blog post. If you're watching this on Instagram stories, we can link that too as well. Emily, you can get that. You want me to get sauerkraut for you? Sauerkraut? Okay. I'll get some sauerkraut. All right, guys. Questions. Post your questions. Sauerkraut. Here's sauerkraut. Sauerkraut. So today we're doing baby and toddler questions. You guys can ask me anything. Or you can just watch Navy eat sauerkraut. Because that's fun, right? Navy, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name? Oh, you just want your sauerkraut, right? Yes, my child eats sauerkraut by the pile. I don't know if I did anything on purpose for this to happen, if it was just a gift from the gods, or she really just, sprung this from her own little soul. But sauerkraut, the lesson there is, hi Janet, is don't be afraid to offer your kids things. Even if they are, quote unquote picky eaters, you don't know what they might, take or not take. And what I try really one thing to do, I'm not telling anybody to parent how to parent by any means. That is not my job. You do your thing. It is hard enough just to get up in the morning and do all the things, right? But I do try not to call her names, qualifying names, because I think that tips on veggies. Okay, Shannon, I'll answer that next. I think that when we tell someone there's something, maybe it's true, but maybe we're projecting that at the same time. So it's kind of like, Gabby Bernstein was on, like in Spirit Junkie Land, like if you want to be someone that is abundant in your worth and owning their message, you're not going to tell yourself, well, you're not someone who earns well for their path, right? You're going to say, no, I'm abundant, or I'm working towards abundance. Same thing applies for kids. So I don't say she's a picky eater, she's a bad sleeper, she's shy. I try and just, you know, project and calmly and confidently state what she is, but not what she isn't. Does that make sense? The message got a little mixed up there in mommy sauerkraut land. Oh, thank you for the kiss. That was so nice. Okay, so veggies. What age did you introduce meat proteins? Okay, so veggies. She does eat a lot of veggies. Oh, thank you. Hi. She does eat a lot of veggies, but not a big variety. I once heard on a podcast or something that, like, if your child eats like 2 different vegetables, great. Just give them those 2 different vegetables in all the different ways that you can, and eventually try another one. So I would say every week she eats a little bit of vegetable, but I don't worry as much about the variety or how much she's getting in. Smoothies. If your kid likes smoothies, she likes smoothies, it's a great way to, sorry, I don't mean to poke you with a fork, a great way to get in some baby kale, baby spinach. You can steam and then freeze vegetables for your smoothies. So zucchini, you can steam that and then freeze it and add it to a smoothie with berries and bananas, and they will not notice. Banana. And you can do that with cauliflower as well. Lori asked if I ever fed her baby food, a jar of baby food. I did not. I never fed you baby food. That's not me trying to be all holier than thou. I just was like, I don't know how long it's been sitting there. There's some great companies that do fresh baby food now. But I didn't feel like it was necessary. And then also, I will say this, Navy had a very small window. Bite? You want to do it? Okay. I'm just going to go up on the floor. Oh. Navy had a very small window, you got it? Where she ate mash food. So we did like a light version of baby-led weaning with her, where you feed, you know, more finger food to your child and let them work on their chewing skills and managing their food in their mouth. So we did that. My housekeeper keeps trying to call me on my Instagram stories. Hi, Olga, I'll talk to you later. So she didn't have a big period where she was eating pureed mashed food. So if it had been a long time, maybe I would have done that more, but maybe not. I had a great question about when I introduced meat. So actually one thing I want to highlight to you, Navy gets a little bit of a breakout around when she eats sauerkraut. It just is a little red flare up around her mouth. She doesn't get any other symptoms, and it goes away. Sauerkraut, and it goes away, so I'm not alarmed by it, and I still give it to her, and she asks for it, and I figure the gut bacteria benefits outweigh whatever the little flare up is happening on her face. But if anybody knows why that happens, I would love to know. I think it's probably just because it gets a little irritated by the salt. But it goes away in like 5 minutes, and she doesn't seem to be bothered by it, and her poop's fine and all that. So for me, I read a book I think it's called Superfood Baby, where it talks about the baby's first foods being liver, because liver is the most nutrient dense. Are you giving mama hugs? Thank you. Liver is one of the most nutrient dense foods we can eat. So I gave her some bone broth. I gave her some liver. Are you done with your quesadilla? I gave her some liver, and I tried to do chicken. Sometimes she eats chicken, and I did that around 7, 8 months. I think 8 months, actually. What would you like, sweetie? Tell me. You want this? This? You want me to open this? Okay. Oh, you're really excited about that. Oh, okay. Just not this guy, okay? All right. All right, other Navy things. All right, one thing I want to talk about. My friend, amazing mama and entrepreneur Nisha Moodley, recently posted about how she asked permission of her baby before picking him up. And this caused quite a stir in the interwebs. And I just wanted to give her a little shout out because that is what we do with Navy as well. And a lot of it for me, I don't know about for Nisha, is based on a parenting philosophy called RIE, R-I-E, RIE method. It's resources for infant educators. Hi, Scott Balance. That's Navy's dada. Resources for infant educators. And it's all about respecting the child as if they're someone who fully understands you, even if we think that they don't. And I want to point out a little bit about this parenting philosophy because forget about Navy. It's changed who I am as an adult and who I am as a parent. It's made me a better person, communicator, and like responsible human. So I recommend everybody check it out. I can give you a resource. I'm going to do a blog post on it. Janet Lansbury's blog. Emily, if you can link. Emily helps run Team Your Healthiest You. She's live with us. Janet Lansbury writes about it, and you can read about the tenets there. It's basically a parenting philosophy. There's different parenting philosophies. I found out about it. It clicked with me, clicked with my husband. It seemed like it clicked with our child. I'm not saying it'll click with the next one if there's a next one, but it worked for us. Oh, you found your pom-pom. And it gave us something to root our parenting in, that we could agree on, that we could turn to something when we didn't know what else to do. You want to go down? Sorry, no more Navy for right now. It's just me. So we'll link about that. Oh, you want to come back up? Okay, come. So we'll link about that. If anybody has any questions about that parenting philosophy, you can ask them now or in the comments later below, and I'll talk about it. RIE Parenting Blog. Emily posted that. So it's janetlansbury.com. And it was just really helpful for me to communicate with my baby that way. And so shout out to Nisha. I think she follows some of that, or just even the asking permission before picking your child up. That's not for your mouth. 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 I see that you want that, but that's not for your mouth. That's RIE parenting. That's not for your mouth. Move it away. Move on to the next thing. Yeah. Anything else I want to say about that? What do you want here, sweetie? This? You want to go in here? You want to put your bracelet on? Or necklace? No? Want to see what else is in here? Okay. How did I come up with her name? I love this question. I came up with her name because I love color names for children. So, I can't open this. This is lip gloss. By the way, I would normally never be doing a work thing like this with a baby in my arms. Part of RIE parenting is respecting them and their needs and not trying to make them work with your needs. But I just thought this would be fun. And like I said, I'm loose with it. I don't do all of it all the time. But just to let you know, I normally wouldn't just be handing her things that she wants to be playing with. I would let her do activities that are appropriate for her. So the name. So I love color names like Ruby, Amber. I even love the name Blue before Beyonce stole that name. She stole that name from, no, I'm just kidding. I was not going to name my child Blue. But if you did, fabulous. You do you. You freaking conceived that child. You gestated it. You got it out of you and breathing in whatever way that happened. You can name it anything, really. And then I just landed on it. I just landed on Navy, and I really liked it, and we liked it. This is lip balm, sweetie. I'm going to have to put that away, okay? How about we get something that you can play with? What would you like to play with? What do we do? You want to play with this cool bag? So I like the name Navy, and I also liked it because to me it sounded like a name, word, color that always could have, should have been a name. Like at first you're like Navy, but then you hear it and you're like, oh, Navy. That makes total sense. And it worked really well with Valens. We liked the V's. And she was just such a Navy. Are you such a Navy? All right. Okay, going to end this broadcast in a minute because I don't want to go on forever. And Navy really wants me to open this lip balm. Last question. So this is a live Q&A on Instagram stories and on Facebook for any baby toddler questions. So you can ask them live now. Or if you have a question after, go ahead and post it in the comments when we share this video, and I'll do my best to answer them. I love you guys too. And mostly I just want to say, you guys have been so incredibly supportive of me as a mom. I had no idea what that would look like. I was scared shitless about having a kid, and the support and daily love I get from Navy, like I get messages every single day about how happy people are to see her and watch her grow, and people just send the most beautiful notes. And it can be tough in parent land. Like I said earlier, Nisha got so much crap for posting about that, and she got a lot of love too, but a lot of not love. And really, let's just all be about love, because we've all got big jobs to do here on this earth. So thank you, Pom-Pom, that's right. So thank you for all the love that I've received. Genuinely, it feels unconditional love from my community and my tribe and my fellow mamas and not fellow mamas, just anyone who's like, you got this, you're doing a great job, and thank you for sharing Navy with us. Where do I get my nutrition information for Navy? Thanks. I got a comment. You make it look easy. I'll talk about that a little bit. Nutrition info I mostly get from me. Pom-poms are not for our mouth. They're just for playing. Can you have this without putting it in your mouth? Oops, we dropped it. Nutrition info I get from me. I do some research. Wait, Pom-Pom, do you want to go get it? I do some research from that book, Super Nutrition for Babies. I also have a friend, Stephanie Middleberg, wrote a book called Babies First Foods, which is great, but mostly it's not that different than us adults. So I had another question. How old was Navy when she took her first flight? You were 2.5 months? She was 2.5 months old. And when she was a baby, it was like easy. Thank you. I'm doing an amazing job. Thank you. Thanks, guys. We're all just doing the best we can. My friend said we need a good, simple whitefish recipe for the babe. If your babe likes chicken tenders, like a healthier version of that, you can do a favorite on-the-go snack. So let me do that in a minute. So for a simple whitefish recipe, I would crust it and bake it the same way that you make chicken tenders. I could find a recipe for that for you, like an egg wash and then almond meal. I would do that and then bake that. So you can do that, or I would just do a lemon, olive oil or butter, salt and pepper. Don't be afraid to salt your foods for your kids. That's why I think Navy's such a great eater for the most part, is because I make her food taste good. And quality Himalayan pink sea salt is really, really good for you. You're trying to open that. I'm sorry, I don't have any Navy appropriate toys right here. Do you want to go through the box of probiotics? Okay, on the go snacks. Cheese sticks, organic cheese sticks are great. Why don't you put your lip balm in there? Do you want to do that? That's not for your mouth again. Navy girl. So cheese sticks are great. Rice cakes are great. Those Mary's Gone crackers I really like. And meat sticks. There's like healthy organic. I'll show you. Like these guys from Vermont Smoke and Cure. Are great. There's other companies that make these. She loves these, and it's a great protein. And then sometimes I give her a little bit from a bar, like RX bars I'll give her. She likes that. I don't do that often, but sometimes it works. Do I breastfeed, and how did you wean? My daughter still prefers breastfeeding over food, and I'm worried she's not getting enough nutrients. Okay, so I am still breastfeeding. Navy is 16 months old. It still works for me. Still doing it, and I'm around a lot. I'm not going to an office where I need to pump. Maybe that would be different, but I'm around most of the time and I nurse her when I'm around. I am at the stage where it's gone back to multiple times a day, and I would like it to just be in the morning and evening and maybe once during the day. So I'm going to be working on that, and I can share about that too. As far as, so I don't have any weaning advice, but I have heard that there are some beautiful rituals you can do. I haven't been through it, and a little scared because weaning a toddler is a whole other game, I feel like. So worried about, daughter still prefers breastfeeding over food. I'm worried she's not getting enough nutrients. Navy was a very late eater. Navy did not eat solid foods, really prefer them until between 9 and 10 months. And I introduced them about, I think, between 7 or 8 months, and it took her a little while, and it was just a slow build over that. But breast milk adjusts according to what your child needs. And so, do you want me to eat this? I can. This isn't food. This isn't food. So I wasn't worried about her getting enough nutrients because she was getting breast milk, which is all the nutrients. And so just so you know, your breast milk adjusts over time, and it also adjusts to your baby's needs because there's information going in and out of your nipple. That's mind-blowing. So your baby's saliva actually goes into your breast in a little bit, and your body calculates what the baby needs based on that information. Do you want to eat that? Here, let me open this for you. Based on that information, can I open this for you, please? Open? Okay. Based on that information and adjust. So that's so cool. So when maybe they're getting a little sniffle, if you breastfeed your body, you're going to give them more antibodies of what they need in that moment. So cool. So I wouldn't worry too much about that and keep trying. And yeah, did that answer your question? Oops. You want me to take this off? How about I give you this piece? How's that? Is that good? Yeah? Okay. Do you want to go play? You want to go play? You want to go see Daisy, your friend? You want to see Daisy? Daisy's her 5-year-old friend. Do you love Daisy? Daisy. Daisy's at school or camp. All right, guys. This was very long, but very, very fun. Let me know if you want me to do this again. I have more tips over on my blog, and I also have an incredible guide for magical digestion, because the one thing that really changed after I had a kid was going to the bathroom. So I have all these tips and tools and recipes in my free guide for magical digestion, and you can get that at my website at my name, robinucleus.com, and we'll link that as well. So it's robinucleus.com. The opt-in is the free guide for magical digestion, and that helped me so much after having a kid and getting my groove back in all the ways, because our digestion is everything. Navy is adorable. Thank you. I think so too. I think so too. I love you. We're going to say bye now. Say bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.